Now must be Washington, D.C. It says a Washington, D.C. Trip, and it could possibly be pre-1960. I don't know. I didn't have a date on this film at all. It's just part of the group.
I can tell you exactly when it went. I think it was my mother and father and
Don is in it.
Don and they brought Sandy.
Because I saw Don walking up the stairs at some time.
Yes, my mother wanted to take a trip, and she took the whole.
Yeah, but I don't know when that was.
Kids.
Yeah, I don't know
Sandy
if it's.
Sandy was probably pre-teen.
Yeah, I could have this in the wrong order because I just guessed.
Remembering the stories about it, and she wouldn't eat anything but a hamburger. My mother told me that. We go to these nice restaurants, all Sandy wanted was a hamburger.
And the Queen Princess got her hamburger, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
And they didn't have it, so they had to make the steaks to look like a hamburger for Princess.
Well, as it should be.
Because I know they went to New York, the White House and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, you'll see some of that in this film. This scenery, unfortunately, is boring.
But that's who went.
This is at one of the Capitol buildings, obviously in Washington, D.C. Somewhere along the line, you see them all walking up the stairway, and you get a good close-up of Don. I saw the pictures of that one. This might be the Bureau of Engraving, where they print money.
Don't forget one person there is
Smithsonian, National Arts and Industrial Smithsonian, way back, before they made the space wing.
Don't forget somebody's taking all those pictures, so they're not in them.
Yeah.
So I only think when Sandy was born, Don maybe was there, but that's all. Everybody else was gone.
Is the Capitol, Washington Monument we saw before that?
Yeah, they saw a lot. That's a nice picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when they went and
Yeah.
took Sandy. I can't remember. I know there was my mother and father and Sandy.
There's a pretty good picture of them all walking up the stairs, and someone's at the top taking pictures of them coming up. It's coming up pretty soon in here, because I remember seeing it. I took stills out of some of these frames, and I blew them up so I could see who they are. And I have those stills, and you can maybe help you identify some of the players, because they came up pretty good when you brought them on. I could hand them, clean them up, change the contrast, and I could get a decent picture out of them. Probably a Confederate general. They got them all taken down now, huh? They're all gone.
Yep, that's for sure.
So now we're at the Washington Monument. Oh, that's the tomb of Washington. I don't know if is he buried at the Washington Monument? Is he right there? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No.
There's your dad.
Yeah.
Now this is one I've ever seen. You see, there's Sandy. Changing of the guard. Hasn't changed in 100 years, huh?
So do you have these as still pictures?
I took pieces of the film in my little digitizer and got a couple of good frames and took a picture from the one still of the film itself.
Okay.
But I can then electronically manipulate that, and I got some pretty good pictures from them. I'll send them to you. I'll show them to you. They're not. Here's what I'm looking for. You'll see the people go by and you recognize. See, there's Don walking with Sandy.
That's right.
See, now you get a sense of how old Don is there.
Mm-hmm.
As they come into view, you'll see them again. Anyways, if you can lift the picture off of one frame of the 8mm, it's that tiny,
Yeah.
but I can enhance it, improve the contrast, and not too bad. Now, that's your mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even recognize her.
Yeah.
Now this one's nice because it shows the family, plus it shows where they are, the scenery. Of where
We
they
recognize
are.
it. It's recognizable scenery, yeah.
Some of them,
Washington
you
does
see a
it.
bunch of trees and some water. It could be any place.
Yeah, it has no meaning. Got to move around a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Stretch my bones.
Yeah, I know. You want to take a break from this? We're getting to the end.
Almost to the end. You might as well finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to eat. I will try to fast forward through this Washington Monument stuff.
Lincoln, I've been there.
So Don was probably taking most of the pictures.
Yeah. Now there's a word in the monastery. Now they must have gone to some monastery because that was on there. There's your mom.
They have a monastery there.
Well, or you went to one for somebody was there. Did you know? That might be Donna. This is Sandy. Like, do you know him? No, maybe not. Of course, good Catholics would go to the monastery when they went to Washington, D.C. Oh, they took every station of the cross? Yes, they did.
Wow.
Don smoking a pipe? Your dad?
Because my dad.
Your dad had a pipe, so Don,
My
I guess.
dad always smoked a pipe.
Yeah, he always did, yeah.
Or a cigar.
Yeah. So you were being a good Catholic girl at the monastery, Sandy?
Okay.
Yeah, probably no swear words, nothing. Yeah. Oh, that could be the Mackinac Bridge. It doesn't look right. It could be and it couldn't be. I don't know.
Don't forget they had the old bridge.
Yeah. Well, if there's only two spires, or it could be. I don't know.
I'm trying to think where else they went.
See all this stuff with the water and the beach and
Yeah, I
the
think
construction is similar to Mackinac, but it may not be.
They might have come back that way to Michigan, I think, through Mackinac. I think they did.
They might have.
We used to go every place through Mackinac. Every time we went to Pennsylvania.
Well, we went Port Huron, not Mackinac. We'd go Port Huron. That's a shortcut through Canada.
Yeah.
Port Huron over to Buffalo, New York. You cut down that way. That cut off a lot of travel down below Lake Erie through Cleveland and all them stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that cut a big chunk off. We went up to Port Huron and crossed over. And went right to Niagara Falls.
Yeah. And we'd go through Niagara Falls, and
Yeah.
we were up when we were going to visit in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, we did the same thing.